Woke up this morning again with Father speaking to me. I have a word for you. This is Mr. Willie in West Virginia. I woke up with a word about keys. In Matthew, Jesus is speaking with his disciples and he asks them who the people say that he is, and they tell him, and Peter comes up with a revelation he gets from God. And by the end of the conversation, Jesus looks at the disciples and he says, "And I will give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven. And whatsoever thou shalt bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatsoever you shall loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven." We've been doing a study on the kingdom, and I'll probably be continuing it and actually getting it started officially in January at our particular assembly. But we've been touching on it on Wednesday nights and kind of discussing the kingdom. Keys are so important in our society. I have a car key, I have a house key, I have an old-time skeleton key that I keep for just a remembrance of an antique. I've got a garage key, and I've got a key to my son's back door to his room. Those are the only keys I have, but they're all important keys. I used to work for a gas company. I worked as a nurse. In different industries, in different professions, different jobs, you have different keys. But there are no keys more important than the keys to the kingdom of God. And Jesus said that he would give us those keys. Are you using the keys that he gave you? Because there's a bunch. He's given us the key to love. And you can lock the door and not allow love to come in. Or you can unlock the door and let love come in. You can also let love go out. You have the key to peace. You can have as much peace as you want, or you can lock the door and just only have a certain amount. I can close my door to my room, I can lock my house up, and I can have peace like you would not believe. You can lock the things of the world out of your life, and you can have the peace that passes all understanding. Did you know that you can have joy in the midst of sorrow, in the midst of everything going around you? You can lock that door, and you can not allow anything to come in to steal your joy. There are all kinds of benefits to having the keys to the kingdom. Because, see, there's a lot of things that we experience here on earth that aren't happening in heaven. Did you know that you can lock the door and keep disease from coming your way? Disease is simply the removal of ease. Whenever a doctor or somebody gives you a diagnosis, right away you are no longer at ease, because there's something you have to do now to keep this disease from going forward. God, in his kingdom, there is no sickness in heaven. There is no disease in heaven. And you can lock that door and keep that out of you. Many of us have messed up our health because we've opened the door to eating whatever we want, drinking whatever we want, not resting, being stressed out, having all kinds of things come against us, and then we wonder why our health goes down the tubes. I'm retired now, and I'm at ease. Not because I'm not working, but because even before I retired, I had begun to follow God and find out that he had some keys to me feeling better, had some keys to me going forward. He had some keys to help me with my health. You don't have to be miserable on this planet. Even though everyone around you is miserable, he gave us keys to cause us to be full of joy, full of hope, full of love, full of peace. You got to get the keys. And if you want to know how to do that, just keep watching. This video is on Facebook. It's also on YouTube on my channel, Mr. Willie in West Virginia. If you want, you can check it out on YouTube, and you can tell your friends, subscribe, like, do whatever you want to do, okay? Because God is teaching, and hopefully you're learning. All right? I know I am. I hope you have a wonderful day. Pick up one of the keys from the kingdom and open the door, close the door, do what you need to do, but have a blessed day. Shalom.